As gentlemen, Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. You can see it's late, and you know what that means. I've been losing. Let's go ahead and see if Malfurion can do good for me. Malfurion's been pretty reliable for me lately, I have to say. Every other class I've just been losing horribly with. Here, legendaries, the Bloodmage Thalnos is definitely a solid one, but I think these 6 drops are better. Cairne is good. We'll try a Hogger. I passed on Hogger in a previous draft. We'll go ahead and try Hogger here. Okay, I think I'm just going to take this engine. The other cards are definitely playable, but taunt is nice. I've really begun to appreciate wild growth. The question is, do I take it over the commando? I've started to appreciate the commando, but not quite enough to actually just take him over a wild growth. So we'll take the wild growth. Still don't really like the Soul of the Forest. It's a bit speculative. We'll take the Harvest Call. Mistress is always going to be good. Claw is removal. Shadow Sun Cleric is very strong buffing. We'll take the Claw. I think it's nice to be able to kill things. And it's also nice to be able to draw cards. How many Soul of the Forest does a man need? Well, as long as I'll take one of these. This is a playable card, but as long as it keeps coming up in packs with like really good creatures like the Chillwind Yeti, I'm not going to bother. Okay, so spell damage with Druids is good if you can get a Swipe or a Starfall. But until that happens, I'm just going to go ahead and grab Power of the Wild. Now, had I taken those Souls of the Forest, I'd be grabbing Murloc Tidehunters like they're going out of style. Because the more Swarm you have, the better Soul of the Forest gets. As it is, though, this is just the best card here, so I'll take it. Okay, well, there's only 2 cards in this pack. The Healing Touch and the Chillwind Yeti. I don't know, there's some kind of a bug. I can't see what's over here. It doesn't seem to be anything there. And Healing Touch is unplayable. Trash, garbage. This is just like the stuff that landfills won't accept because it's just so bad. So we're going to take another Chillwind Yeti. We get a mediocre epic. So, this is obviously unplayable. Mountain Jet, I just hate. I hate how it stops you from playing things. What's really wacky is that Wild Growth doesn't even help you get this into play because you're spending the card to put the gem in the field, and then the extra mana is compensated for by that. I'm just going to take the Blood Knight. This thing, whatever. Druids have an 8/8 common card, the Ironbark Protector. I'm not going to take this dumb giant. Let's just take something that costs 8 mana but has taunt, and this stupid thing that might not get playable if I actually play my cards. Okay, Wrath, removal. These are mediocre. Easy call here. And, you know, the Keeper of the Grove is removal and silence, and that's nice. I'm going to take the Defender, though. I really just think the Defender with the buffing and the taunt is a game changer, and it's too good not to take. Okay, Moonfire is removal. Abusive Sergeant, we've seen how good he can be, but Innervate seems nice. We'll take it. I mean, I'm kind of gambling here. I am gambling because I haven't actually gotten, like, any endgame, but even in Innervate just to, you know, make a turn 2 Chillwind Yeti is stellar. Yeah. I'll take the Voodoo Doctor. Okay, Druid of the Claw, 4/6. This is mostly going to be a 4/6 with taunt, unless you're like killing the opponent or killing a critical creature. This is a 4/6 with taunt for 5 mana, which is perfectly fine. It's just an extra power more than the what's it called, Fen Creeper, which is great. Naturalize, I'm not going to consider here because I do need some endgame to justify my Wild Growth and my Innervate. So this guy has 2 extra health and the spell damage. This thing hits a lot harder. It's a tricky call. At the moment, the spell damage doesn't really matter except for like Wrath. Actually, it's just Wrath. I'll trust my instincts, so I think the extra health is nice because mages are always a weak spot. This is good against that. And yeah, the Wind for your Harpy hits for 8. This only hits for 4, but this is much more durable. And the spell damage could actually be quite relevant. Okay, so the Frostwolf Warlord, I've been passing on all my Swarm cards, so this is very, very speculative. Let's just take the thing that's good on an empty board, which is the Silverhand Knight. Okay, I have another chance at the Wind Fury Harpy. How much taunt do I need? Well, I have the Hogger as taunt. The Druid of the Claw is taunt. This is taunt. That's taunt. That's 4 taunts. Any other taunts back here? So I got 4 taunts. That's a decent amount of taunt. I don't want to take this card. I consider it mediocre. Notice how it has the same health as the Wind Fury Harpy. It hits weaker. I'm just going to take the Wind Fury Harpy here for some more endgame. Okay, well, Spiteful Smith is just 4/6 vanilla. This is card draw, but I'm going to take the Vengeful Mercenary. It's huge, and it's a 5-drop. So we're getting a nice fat curve here. Now, Sea Giant, I will take happily. That is a quality card. Okay, well, the Savage Roar is like a Bloodlust for Druids, but again, I've been passing on all the Swarm cards, so it's a bit ineffective. I'm just going to take the Acolyte of Pain, because I don't have any card draw here. Other than Wrath, maybe? There's no card draw in this deck, and it would be nice to have some cards somewhere, so we'll take that. Mark of Nature can be good. We'll try it. I don't like this Reckless Rocketeer very much. Okay, so the Mark of the Wild I've used before. It's okay. Definitely. It's decent. The Wolf Rider, though, is removal, and I'm kind of lacking in removal here. Like, really badly. So we'll take the Wolf Rider here just because we need to be able to kill stuff. Well, it's a 5-drop. 2 of these is a bit greedy. We'll take another one of these. Well, what am I looking at for 2 drops? I've just got the Power of the Wild. Oh, and then Novice Engineer. Oh, jeez. So the Bloodhoof Ogre is premier endgame, but I have plenty of endgame. I don't have any early plays. This card bugged out. I don't see what's over here. Maybe it's the right-hand side, just bugs out and goes black on my screen sometimes. I don't know. So we'll take the Fairy Dragon, though. That is a good 2-drop. And I need those. I don't want this thing. We'll take a Flesh-Eating Ghoul. It takes a while to get going, and I've already got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drop or 4 5-drops already. 3 6-drops, and a Sea Giant, which is variable. We'll take a Flesh-Eating Ghoul. It's a good 3-drop. Innervate number 2, or a Silence, or this. I mean, these are all... You can make a case for any of them. I would be much more comfortable taking a second Innervate if I had a Gadgetzan Auctioneer. The problem is if you have 2 of them, and you top deck 1 in the endgame, it's a dead card, and that's really, really sad. So I don't want another one. It would be nice to have some more buffing. Silence, I mean, I don't have Silence because I took a Defender of Argus over the Keeper of the Grove. So I could regret not having Silence. But the problem is I hate how when your opponent doesn't play anything for you to silence and it's just sitting in your hand all game. I just hate that so much. I'm going to just take the combat buff. Ugh, Soul the Forest. Nope. Just going to take an early Taunter. Ah. Well, the Cult Master is great, but I think Wrath has to be my pick. And this can be good, but we'll take a Nourish for some more card draw. Okay, well, I think it's a pretty good Druid deck. Do I think I can make it to 6 wins? Absolutely. I think I can absolutely make it to 6 wins. Now, I can make it to 6 wins. That doesn't mean I will. But this deck, I would say, can make it to 6 wins. I think if you had this deck and you ran it through the arena multiple times, I think it would make it to 6 wins. Piloted correctly, of course, more often than not. So, of course, we'll see if that happens here. Paladin? Well, it's not a mage, it's not a priest, I'm happy. What is that, Fateth? Weird name. Innervate's an interesting card to keep. At the moment I can't use it. But there's potential here. So turn 3 Silverhand Knight? Alright. Seems good to me. All I'm passing on is turn 1. So, seems fine. I could like Innervate Nourish, but that's not good. Don't do that. That's a bad play. You're spending 2 cards to draw 3. It's no good. Okay, this guy is interesting. If he gets buffed by a Shattered Sun Cleric, that will be very, very sad. But the Novice Engineer draws me a card, which is good. And now I am ready for turn 3 Silverhand Knight, which is terrific. I think the sweet spot is a turn 2 4-drop, like a turn 2 Chillwind Yeti, I think is like really, really, really insanely strong. Turn 3 Silverhand Knight's like okay, but I mean it's good. I'm gonna do it, but it's not like quite as much of a blowout. All right, well, yeah, let's just proceed onwards. Squire, attend me, please. So that was a canny move, keeping the Worgen around. It now can trade with my Squire. But basically, the card that I lost to Innervate, I sort of get back from this creature spawning an extra card alongside it. He has Humility for that. Well, this will be a Paladin or a Recruit Sweeper then. And it ate up one of his cards, so I think it's okay. I'm doing all right. Plus, I think I might just drop a Defender of Argus here. Yeah, so he's going to try to... He should have done this last turn. Last turn he could have hit this and he chose not to. Had he chosen to kill it last turn, it would be dead right now. Instead, he has to live to watch the Defender of Argus happen. Now, pause. Do I play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul? If I play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, what I can do is trade these in and make this a 4-3. It's an interesting choice, for sure. I don't want to play the Abusive Sergeant until I need it. Otherwise, I can make a 2-2 and a 2-4. Sweep this up under the rug. Yeah, we'll use up the mana, I think. Keep a creature alive. We'll go to battle, and we'll swing for 2. I'd say that's a pretty good start to the game. All things considered, solid start. I've got this to replenish my hand. I'm probably not going to do it on turn 5. I got better things to do, like Wrath and Flesh-Eating Ghoul and stuff. But this is nice to have already, so that in the end game I can, like, on turn 10, draw 3 cards and still have plays. Okay, 2-4 is actually a bit annoying to deal with. Thankfully, this is a good card. really, do I want to do anything else? Maybe. No, not really. Well, hang on a minute. I would kind of like to actually hero ability and get card advantage by killing off this mechanical dragonling. And then play the flesh-eating ghoul. The problem is, how do I kill this thing? It's not a hot situation. I could run my defender in here, finished off with the squire, then everything just dies to, oh man, everything dies to a consecration except for the ghoul, and then the ghoul also dies to consecration because of Light's Justice. I don't like that plan. This thing having 4 health is a bummer. Well, okay, here's what I'll do then. We'll play the ghoul. I think I do want to get this ghoul down. We'll play the Abusive Sergeant. We're gonna have her get in there and fight. Kill that. And it's a bit risky, but what I'll do is I'll kill the Dragonling that way. So now I have 2 creatures that survive Consecration, including, importantly, the Taunt, which prevents the Light's Justice from getting at my Ghoul. And if he does Consecrate, these 2 will die. The Ghoul becomes a 6/3. I mean, this is definitely out of control territory for the Ghoul when it's a 6/3. If he doesn't kill it with a Hammer of Wrath, right? I mean, if he has Hammer of Wrath, I still have 7 power, which is a lot. And it's his whole turn using Hammer of Wrath to kill that. Okay, well, I've gotten some hate mail, not hate mail, but hate comments. There's one person, and this is a real charmer, who wrote like, I fucking hate you sometimes. You conceded with blah 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 blah. I don't think it's a bad idea to concede when you have like a 0.0000 chance of winning, because first of all, you're spending time playing the game. You're like spending time when you're almost certainly going to lose. And second of all, you know, if you're getting really frustrated with the game, that'll carry over into future games. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to, you know, expend your reserve of sanity and mental energy chasing a 0.02% chance of winning the game. So I think that paladin was very far behind, and it was legit of him to concede. Alright, also not a priest, not a mage. It's great. We even have some early drops. What the heck is this? This is crazy. Ooh, a flesh-eating ghoul. Okay, well, we'll send back the Archmage, I think. Seems pretty clear. Ooh, wild growth. Okay. Raises some interesting options. Basically, I definitely want to use the coin here. Well, do I? Or do I want to play this Voodoo Doctor? I don't want time to pass this wild growth by. If I coin into the wild growth, I'm essentially becoming the first player. Then on turn 2, I can make a Panther. I don't know. And then I can make a... Well, the problem is if I wild growth, then I'll have 3 mana extra. I want to make a flesh-eating ghoul. I could just play this Voodoo Doctor. I'm just gonna play the Voodoo Doctor. Whatever. It wastes the battle cry, which is a fact. But in case he has like a buzzard or a hyena or something, I want to have pressure against it.
Bring me steel.
He has a Master Swordsmith. Ugh. Well, this Master Swordsmith is a horrifically bad card, but here it is actually actually good. I could buff this thing. I could use this as a buff. Ugh, it's so bad. Make this a 2/3. Using this as a 2-mana give a creature +1/+1 is really atrocious. Like, beyond fathoming. Let's do this. I'm going to draw a card. And I'm going to swing past. Oh god, you know what? I could have coined out the Abusive Sergeant there and killed it. Oops, that would have been smart. Well, anyway, my plan is if you use the Master Swordsmith to kill off the Voodoo Doctor, then the Novice Engineer can finish off the Swordsmith. Or my Hero ability can finish that off as well. Shoot, I really should have waited to see what my card was, because that's why you draw for cards first. It might change your plans. Coin into that would have been pretty legit. Oh, does he have a buff? That makes things more complicated. Still gonna kill that thing. That's a 4/3. Oh, this is just starting to get out of control. Shit. Okay, keep it together, boys. Keep it together. So, we have Flesh-eating Ghoul, coin, Abusive Sergeant, buff this, kill that. We're hanging on in there. Hanging on. Multi-shot would pretty much win him the game. Pretty much. Yeah. It'd pretty much win him the game. Yeah, it would. I don't see any way. I mean, I can make a Chillwind Yeti, I guess. It would be bad, though. It would be real bad. It was a real wet and wild opening, though. Good action for the fans back home. Well, could he possibly be wondering about playing multi-shot? I mean, that seems so obvious to me, but I guess he might just not have it, which is, you know, fine. Sometimes, you know, your opponents don't have things. I still can't play Wild Growth. So I have to play this Chillwind Yeti. I just have to. It's too good not to play. Unleash the Hounds. Oh, that's clever. So he gets to kill off my flesh-eating ghoul. Well, it's fine. He spent his whole turn and 2 cards killing the ghoul. And now this thing is going to die. So I guess it's fine. It all worked out alright. So Chillwind Yeti. This guy's going to suffer my Abusive Sergeant's Wrath. So we'll see if he has a deadly shot here. And the fact that I never got to play Wild Growth is sad because look at turn 5. I could have played a Windfury Heartbeat. He has no deadly shot. He gets the worst possible one. Man, I am catching some breaks this game. I'm not going to lie. Okay. I don't exactly want the Money Berserker getting enraged against the Acolyte of Pain. I could leave the Leok alone and kill this, causing the Chillwind Yeti to take an extra damage. That seems wacky. Now, let's just go ahead and kill this thing. Get some card advantage here. And I can actually play the Golem and buff my stuff. Yeah, we'll do this. I think this is actually a totally reasonable move to use the Panther as the buff here. And the reason is if he top decks a multi-shot, well, I'm now safe. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And he also can't enrage the guy against my Golem because Golem will finish off. Okay, 1 mana. Could he have anything? Arcane Shot? Not good enough. Okay, I get some extra value time here. Alright, well, wow, this is actually pretty good. I can just kill this and live to tell about it. I think I do need to kill this Drake, though. Aha. So I could hero ability up, but then I can't play my 5. No, we're going to do this. We're not going to get greedy here. I'm just going to kill this thing. We're going to kill the Yeti, or we're going to kill the Drake. I'm not going to get greedy. We're just going to play the Windfury Heartbeat. It survives multi-shot. Deadly Shot is a coin flip now. If it hits this, obviously, that's just bad for him in many different ways. I never saw any Ironbark Protectors in this draft. That was sad. But I did see the Sea Giant, which is an epic, so I guess that makes up for it. What is it? 5 cards to 4. I'm about to get extra card advantage off of this guy spawning a Squire. Seems good. Seems like a good situation. I'm lacking removal. Man, this draft didn't... I know I've said before that you can't count on any particular card being in the draft, but I'm thinking now there's a lot of cards that I did not see. I didn't see any swipes. I didn't see any Starfires. I didn't see any Starfalls, which is a rare, but still. I didn't see any Ironbark Protectors. I mean, it is kind of nuts how many things I didn't see. Alright, what we're going to do here is, again, I'm just going to be conservative. We'll do this. Finish that off. I'm not going to let him keep any creatures around. It sucks putting this down to 1 health in case he plays an explosive trap later on, but whatever. It seems rather probable now that this Wild Growth is going to hang around until turn 10 where opponent will draw me a card. So does he have the explosive shot? He hasn't had the removal that he needed all game. He didn't have a multi-shot when he needed it. He didn't have deadly shot when he needed it. Okay, he doesn't have an explosive trap when he needs it. This guy cannot catch a break. I almost feel bad for him except for the number of times where I couldn't catch a break, so we all deserve it, bud. Get used to it. Okay. Well, here I think I'm just going to hero up. Hit this Worgen for the wilds. Kill that off. Swing for 6. This Archmage, I mean, if it's not the nail on the coffin, it's pretty damn close. My card advantage against him is outrageous. Granted, this is just a cycle in 2 turns, and this is weak, but this thing is legit. He needs something... Okay! Well then! I was just about to say he needs something... I seriously was about to say he needs something like King Crush. And he got King Crush. Ha ha ha! Wow. Okay, well, I think I'm actually okay. I mean, I have to 2 for 1 my best creatures. But then I play this, and then I play this. So, unless he's got another King Crush back there, which is possible. Not likely, but possible. He's in hella trouble. Now, the hero ability is dealing steady damage to me. But being a Druid is very good because I can armor up. Oh my god. Is he actually going to pull this game out of his ass and win it? This is 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay, I drew a taunt. That's actually very, very important. Wait! I almost made like the worst mistake of my life. I need to check for explosive trap and snipe. So we're first of all gonna... Because yeah, I don't want this getting sniped. That'd be bad. So let's check for snipe. I don't mind doing this first because if it's explosive trap, this will draw me a card, which is totally legit. Not snipe. Okay, we're gonna check for explosive trap / freezing trap. It's one of those. Explosive trap. Okay. It's a bit scary. I have to... Am I seriously gonna lose this game? I might actually lose this game. If he has removal or silence for my one little taunting knoll, I actually lose to King Crush and Ravenholt Assassin. Oh my lord. That multi-shot, if that had hit the knoll, I would have lost. Holy ball sacks. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. He had like a 2 in 5 chance of winning there. I cannot believe how close that game went. Did I mess up somewhere? Tell me in the comments. I must have. I was crushing him with card advantage the whole way through. Was it just that King Crush is that good, followed by Ravenholt Assassin? I mean, is that the reason why that was so close? I'm honestly a little bit like jarred by how close that game was. Anyway, it was a win, so it all looks the same in the end. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, do please like and or subscribe. And if you want to see how this run continues and ends, and stay tuned, I'm going to be posting the rest of the game soon. I'll see you then.